Family. What's good? What's happening? It's favorite 92 with Uncle Tenacity. I'm here with Coach, y'all. Now joining the conversation. Cess Talk Sports. We getting this thing going. Coach, it's the Coach Ro show today, y'all. Coach got some topics. Coach got some stuff on his mind he want to talk about. So, Coach asked me, what's wrong with the New York Liberty? What's wrong with the New York Liberty? I'm gonna let Coach get started here. What's wrong with Coach?
Okay. So I know first and foremost, let me apologize to the chat fam. I was not able to stand on 10 toes live to take all of the smoke when my New York Liberty lost 2 consecutive games. So I will accept that responsibility during our next live. I will take all of the smoke. I will break out the L. I will bring them to the tree, whatever the chat fam wants me to do for the New York Liberty, because that is something that I will stand on because I am a New York Liberty fan. What I've noticed about the New York Liberty is it's kind of complicated, but it's quite simple. And I'm talking about the 2 losses. I realize, Cess, the New York Liberty struggles defending above the free throw line. They allow too many open looks. Now, there's going to be open looks by different teams because of the plays they run, because of the schemes that they do. But there are just way too many wide open looks, mid-range, 3-pointers that nobody's around. Nobody's recovering. Now, we talked a little bit about Ionescu, which, again, I am a huge fan, and I defended Ionescu and said, she's going to show everybody who she is. Offensively, that's kind of holding serve, pretty much similar numbers. But defensively, there needs to be some improvement on the defensive end. Ionescu guards are giving you anywhere from 20 to almost 30 points a game. But it's the way they're scoring, the way they're getting past you, the way they're getting to the rim. And I'm not really sure how the New York Liberty, now they bounced back last night, but they were playing Phoenix. What I noticed about that game is they made Phoenix kind of play their game. It was a little more physical than Phoenix would like. And we know that Phoenix is heavy on guard play. They just kind of had an off day. Taurasi didn't play as well as she normally has. So I think that kind of let the New York Liberty off the hook, and they were able to grind out a win. But them not being able to defend that 3-point line is and that mid-range is really, really hurting them. And right now we're seeing the teams that they face that have bigs that beat them, like the Sky, they're able to throw multiple bigs at Jonquel Jones. It's kind of disrupting a lot of what they're trying to do. Stewie is still playing at a moderate pace. I know I stated before she was playing as if she wanted to win another MVP. She's not playing like the MVP season she had last year. I think she's trying to drive the team to the championship, but I want to see some more give me the ball, get out the way. Now, am I saying that New York Liberty should be 6-0? No. Well, 7-0. No. They took a pretty good beating at Chicago. 6-1 is more realistic, but I'm very, very concerned at their ability to defend above that free throw line. I mean, I don't know. What's your thoughts on that, Cess?
It's not the defense of the above the 3-point line. Matter of fact, for me, let me say this. There's nothing wrong with the New York Liberty for me. 3-2, figuring things out. They are the defending runner-ups from last season. They're going to get everybody's best shot. What I thought you was going to lead with, though, was the spiciness in the game last night. A little pushing, shoving match in the game last night. That's what I thought you was going to lead with, Coach. So you threw me off a little bit. You threw me off a little bit when you came with the defense over the above the above the free throw line. You threw me off a little bit with that because I thought we was gonna be talking about the spiciness, little chippiness that took place in the game last night with the little shoving match. Okay, so I wasn't expecting that, but I also don't think there's anything wrong with the Liberty. Okay, so Liberty, 3-2. I don't know.
5-2.
I'm sorry, 5-2. 5-2.
Mm-hmm.
Did you expect them to be undefeated so far this season?
I didn't expect them to be undefeated, but I guess I'm saying, let's just be honest. And I know it's oxymoron. Everybody wants to win the championship, but the New York Liberty, this is championship or nothing this season. That's simple. If they don't get a championship this season, the way B. Stu redid her contract and you had to educate me on that, Cess. I didn't understand the terms of her contract until you explained them to me. Kind of like, okay, I'm going to sign it really pretty much just for this season. But it was kind of a colorful way, the way it was done, the way they cut down their roster. And now they're, kind of like limited to some of the guards on that team. And they're not that deep. So I really don't, the way they're playing right now, I'm looking long term. The way, okay, they have the 2 losses, but it could easily be 4 losses. 2 of those games, they literally won in the fourth quarter. Like they just kind of, out-savvied, out-willed, whatever the opponents that they played and won those games. That's all I'm saying. I'm looking at the way they're playing. Like, for example, I know I'm going to bring up your Aces, okay? With the Aces, the game they lost was more so like, whoa, they lost? Like, what happened? It was kind of a shock. I was kind of shocked the way Chicago beat them. But, but it's like the way they lost was like, what's going on here? Like, you all were literally dominated almost from wire to wire in that game. That's what I'm looking at, like the trends. And the guard play, no disrespect to, what's her name? Kennedy Burt. And who's the other young lady? Lainey Hamilton. I don't know like what their role is going to be or continue to be on that team, because a lot of emphasis is being put on Vandersloot, and Vandersloot is kind of a hit or miss to me lately. Vandersloot.
Are you talking about Courtney Vandersloot? No, in the chat, is that you talking about? Is that you talking about? Vandersloot? No. Are you talking about?
Yes.
Come on, Coach. All right, come on. Tell me about it.
But it's almost like Vandersloot is. I mean, like right now, she's averaging 7 points a game, but she's playing 26 minutes, 1 steal, almost 3 turnovers a game. But I'm watching the way teams have figured out you can attack the Liberty. Guards are attacking the Liberty. And there's little to no resistance, like I said, and they're setting up a lot of those open looks. You're not going to survive in the playoffs playing like that. Right now, we're going to get to my other dark horse, but the other team that I said we need to put some respect on their name, Connecticut, they're showing exactly what we talked about, Seth. Did we not talk about them? Watch Connecticut, but I digress. I'm a little concerned.
We can talk about Connecticut.
I'm a little concerned with the way the Liberty are playing and winning games right now. Again, the bounce back last night, they got physical. That's not really your identity, New York Liberty, because like you said, when the lights come on in the championship, the bully balls is non-existent. So find your niche and go off of that, or make a move. I don't know. You got to do something to play at a championship level.
So right now, I don't know if Connecticut is playing at a level that they're going to be able to maintain, or if they're playing the best ball that they're going to play this year. We're going to find out. They're on a mission. Dwan Bonner and them is on a mission. On this game, especially last night, like the Liberty they got it going really early. I think that the Liberty are figuring it out. I think that they're in a transition because they don't have what was her name from last season? The young Johannes. They don't have Johannes, and I don't know why. I don't. Quite frankly, I don't know why somebody didn't ask for Johannes to come back But I guess she has some things to do at home. So I don't know if she's playing in the Olympics or whatever. But the Chicago Sky need a knockdown 3-point shooter. She would be perfect. I don't know. Maybe Dice Fair. I digress. That ain't what we're talking about. But they're transitioning off of Johannes being there. UNESCO is gonna have to be the knockdown 3-point shooter. UNESCO's streaky. UNESCO is streaky. Jonquel is a bully against everybody that she can bully. Chicago beating them is not a fluke. Look at Jonquel's numbers against Angel. Angel, you're not gonna bully Angel. Angel took a full clothesline and got up like Ric Flair. Woo! You hear me? Took a full clothesline. Got up like Ric Flair. You hear me? She a real one. Angel got up like woo! You hear me? Like that. That's how Angel got up. Okay. So you're not gonna bully Angel. That's Baltimore special over there. And people gonna have to really respect what they're doing. And the other thing people have to understand is, like when I said earlier this season, hey, if you got $10 extra or something, throw it down over there in Las Vegas about Chicago being in the finals. Jonquel's definitely not going to be able to bully Camila Cardoso. Okay? Yeah. Camila Cardoso is a different type of 6'7". Okay, she's not Lauren Betts 6'7". That's not a knock on Lauren Betts. That's just like it's something else in there, you know. You know, that's Spice stand built. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful manner. I mean that like got it out the mud, protect my teammates different. And I'm not saying that that's not Jonquel. I'm saying that we've seen something different out of Camila when it comes to that. So and it's not anything like anything about them having an actual clash. It's just about physicality. When I'm saying bully, Angel, she's gonna fight you hard with all she got, and she not weighing like Jonquel, but she got the heart that's gonna have her fighting like she weighing like that, right? You gonna put her next to Camila Cardoso. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know a tandem that's gonna be able to deal with them, like on the court together. I don't know if you noticed, and I know we're talking about New York.
No, I have noticed it.
Teresa Weatherspoon could have won the game the other night, and people didn't understand. She decided instead to sit all her starters down because they weren't doing what she said do. She set them down for the entire third quarter. They'll learn a lesson from that.
No, I agree with you on that. I agree with you. I think that, and again, we hope that Camila gets full form. Maybe after I'm gonna say about 4 games, she'll be comfortable. I think as far as like what they're doing, because the dynamic that I'm interested in seeing is how is Cardoso coming back going to affect Angel Reese's time, and
it doesn't.
I just want to see. I want to see because right now she's the big.
See, you got to remember right now they've been having Angel still playing at the 5.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right.
So now we're gonna slide Angel over.
But who's playing 4 right now though, Cess? Who's playing next to Angel? I forget her name.
It doesn't matter, and that's not in a disrespectful manner. It doesn't matter because it's not about them. Did you see Lean on Me? If you could have did it, I wouldn't be here. You hear me? Where's Mr. Darnell? You are no longer the head coach of the football team. Thank you. Sit down.
I'm tired of you hear me? Thank you. Sit down.
Thank you. Sit down. You are no longer the stars of this team. Thank you. Sit down. This is about Big Doso and Big 5. And that's nothing. If you could have did it, I wouldn't be here.
Right.
But right now, when I got here, the Chicago Sky could hardly read. You hear me? Do you hear me? When I got here, the Chicago Sky could hardly read. And that's for all of the rookies that's here.
But you know what?
Big Doso, Big 5.
But you know what? I'm glad this conversation shifted to this topic.
And I'm gonna get back to them, but I'm just saying.
No. But I want to ask you a question. No, this is good. I'm glad we did this. So here's the thing. How do you think Chicago's guards are going to adjust to when Cardoso comes back, let's be clear, it's going to be feed the post. Feed the post. How do you think the guards are going to adjust to that? Because right now the guards been playing pretty good for Chicago.
No, they haven't. Dana Evans, your plus minus is minus 21 as the point guard. No.
They've been playing better than we thought. We thought the guards were going to hurt them. They've been playing good on defense. They're good on defense. Are they not good on defense?
Negative 21.
On defense?
I'm talking about plus minus on plus minus on the floor.
I'm
the
just
point guard and the floor general.
Yeah.
And the person in charge of this thing. Dana Evans. Just not doing. She's not being effective enough for me right now.
But on the defensive end, they're doing good.
Now, the good thing about when Camila Cardoso comes back is that, like she said, when they said, "Hey, what do you think about playing with Angel?" She said, "Who's gonna get some rebounds with us? With me and Angel." It's gonna be put back city in Chicago. You hear me?
Yeah.
Chicago put back city. Sky, do you hear me?
Yeah, I agree. So
it might take a little pressure off of the guards because now you got Big Doso down there. Help it clean this glass up.
Mm-hmm.
But then you also have Big Doso down there at 6'7" who know how to get the rebound, keep it up. Now I'm looking around. I can pass it back out to Buddy Marbury. I need you knocking down threes.
Right.
She's kind of freaky, but I need her knocking them down. Right. You got 6'7" coming back. She can keep it up high. She can pass out the double team. She can hit. She's a great passer.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be able to hit Angel with a bounce pass or something somewhere open right in the paint. It's gonna be really interesting. So I feel like Camila Cardoso's passing ability is underrated. I think Camila can pass pretty good out the paint especially as long as she's keeping the ball up. And she's itching to get off the bench. See, Camila Cardoso has never not been able to play basketball since she started playing. She hasn't never been injured, so she's chomping at the bit to get back. She's already practicing, and she practicing her middies and she with both hands.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm here for it.
It's gonna be a problem. There's gonna be a problem. I give it to you.
And Teresa Witherspoon, once a New York Liberty, always a New York Liberty, but I'm a Chicago Sky now. So it's a part of her that just wants to win that thing. They I think they're very competitive. Mm-hmm. It's very feelings on my sleeve with the Chicago Sky. You can see what it is. They building this them against the world attitude, mm-hmm. and the more people doubt them, the closer they get.
Yeah.
The more people doubt them, the closer they get.
I agree, and I would be. Here's the thing. Here's where transparency comes in, Cess. I hold myself accountable. I was extremely skeptical of Chicago. Now, was I bashing them? No. They've surprised me. I know they don't have the best record at this time, but even again, I know there's no such thing as a moral victory, but even the games that they've lost, they played pretty well. They played well against the Aces, too. I was surprised. I know. I'm gonna let you loose.
I mean, I'm an ears up kind of person, right? I'm an ears up kind of person, and I don't do a lot of she's hedging on the offense, and if you set a screen, and I don't do a lot of that kind of conversation. I'm watching people. I'm giving feelings, and I told y'all from the time I saw Teaspoon get up at that table and get that double. I knew they had something. I said, I don't know. Nobody seen that. Do y'all see that?
Yeah.
Y'all let Teaspoon get exactly what she wanted.
Yeah.
It's an FAFO bit issue right here. Ain't nobody paying attention.
Right.
Ain't nobody paying attention. Now, if she get a chance to add like a Henny in there,
mm-hmm.
Like I said, a Daisha Fair who could knock down a three. Although they said something about Becky didn't like what she saw on defense there, so I don't know. They're gonna have to bring another guard in there from somewhere. Right. It's gonna have to be somebody that's a seasoned veteran. I don't know who that is.
She's building the culture, like you said, though, Says like to sit down your starters in the third quarter. She's like, look, I don't care who you are, what your status is, what money you're getting. You don't do what I ask you to do, you're gonna sit down. And I thought that was a good,
Not only that, I allow you to fail forward. I allow y'all to fail today.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can succeed later in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna build some trust in what it is. But you also have to understand when they got back in the game, they clawed back into the game and almost won this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was not expecting these two young ladies to be in Chicago.
No.
I was not expecting Angel Reese to transition this quickly to the WNBA.
I agree. She's fitting right in.
Salute to her
mm-hmm.
and the way that she's attacked this thing, and the team that's around her that's letting her attack this thing like this, because up until last week I think Angel Reese was still in school, right? She was still finishing classes. So to be finishing classes and doing all of this stuff and showing the growth in her game, and showing the understanding that she's showing of what it takes to be a pro at this level. Unexpected.
Can I make a comparison? I know you're gonna dump that.
Yeah, come on.
You know who Angel Reese reminds me of right now, and I'm going NBA with this one. Remember Joakim Noah?
I remember Joakim.
Joakim Noah. He won back-to-back championships with Florida, and he was just a stat-stuffing, energy, wire-to-wire type of player. He used his skills to the best of his ability. Never won an NBA championship, but was always right there. That's what Angel. I've been watching her close. Watched a few of her games back, and the angle she attacks to get the ball, and the ability for her to get the rebounds. I'm looking at I know I take weird angles when I watch games. The chat fam knows that. I'm looking at the rebounds that she's not getting to, and what's going to happen when she figures out how to get to those.
But she's also leading league in offensive rebound.
Right. But I'm talking about, look at I challenge everyone that's looking, we watch a lot of games back. Look at the rebounds that she's not getting to, but wait until she figures out how to get to them. Just wait that little bump, that little, pull the chair.
She's not going to get to those, though. That's the part that you got to remember.
So?
Because Camila Cardoso's going to get ready.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right? This is what's going to happen here. But you're not going to be able to bring up Joakim Noah and then just do him like that. Like, he was just some stat stuff and motor guy.
No. I like Joakim Noah. No. Yeah.
Let's talk about what happened with Joakim. Right? Tell the truth for it, because Joakim, probably people don't know this. Joakim Noah is one of my favorite players.
Joakim Noah, to me,
Joakim Noah is the other part of the duo that I said if he didn't get hurt,
right?
He's the other part of that Derrick Rose.
Absolutely.
D Rose came to the league on fire. Him and Joakim Noah was gonna do something, and people got to realize too. People probably don't even remember that. Chicago had Joakim Noah, Derrick Rose, and Jimmy Buckets.
And didn't they have Ron Artest?
Ron might have been there. Ron might have been there. I'm not sure. I key on them because they were a young core.
Mm-hmm.
That
they didn't know who Jimmy Butler was. The focus was with, rightfully so, Derrick Rose was the hottest thing coming out. One of the most athletic guards we have seen since Marbury, in my opinion. He was a beast. And
I don't know that there was a point guard of his size that attacked the rim.
Oh, absolutely. The way they throwing alley-oops for him, the way he getting out in the break, the way he was defending, flying to play above the rim as a point guard.
What was his nickname? Pooh. Listen. Pooh? You know what? And that's the other thing I miss about old school NBA, like when they have real nicknames. Pooh, Bubba Chuck. You know what I'm saying? Real them good nicknames right there. But yeah, that threesome right there, wow, would have been awesome. But just that duo of Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah. And it's funny that you brought him up because I got a question on the community that's asking people Brandon Roy, Derrick Rose. Who is it? You know what I'm saying? Somebody said this is a devious question because there's Grant Hill is there and T-Mac is there and I'm forgetting somebody else is there, but it was like who was it? But for me, it was Derrick Rose and Brandon Roy. A lot of people don't remember B. Roy, but if you go back and look at B. Roy highlights, the only problem with B. Roy was that.
Forget about B. Roy.
The only thing wrong with B. Roy is that B. Roy was in Portland.
Right.
I don't know what's wrong with Portland, but that was the only thing that happened to B. Roy. He ended up in the wrong place.
I saw that question, and I know I'm a homer sometimes, but hands down, Grant Hill would have transcended the game had he not been hurt. And that list, I gotta go with Grant Hill. That foot, and this is what people forget about. Wait a minute. Despite the foot, Grant Hill still put up great numbers on the bad wheel for what, about 6-7 more years? Went to Phoenix, went to like 3 other teams, and still put up good numbers. So
let me tell you, I'm gonna say something.
Can you imagine Grant Hill without that foot injury? Because remember that foot injury.
I'm gonna tell you what kept Grant Hill from being that guy.
What?
I'm gonna tell you what kept him from being that guy.
What was it?
Duke. I mean, let's keep it real. We're gonna talk about. Let's keep it real. This was a time when Grant Hill was looked at as what? The soft dude.
Yeah.
That dude.
Yeah.
So he wasn't gonna be able to get that street cred like a Derrick Rose or somebody else. So that's the only thing. And not that was a knock that I had on Grant, but that was the knock on Grant. When you said, "Oh, Grant Hill," people be like, "Oh, that's man. He a sellout. He this, he that." That was how they talked about it.
Yeah, but if Grant Hill if he hadn't, but that question.
But am I wrong? Is that how? Was that the narrative?
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And then people hated Christian Laettner. They hated Bob Hurley. They hated that team.
Grant Hill, especially when he first was coming into the league, and he was here in Detroit, he was never really going to show up at the press conference in a jersey and in a chain. He was going to always show up in his suit and his tie. He was going to present very different. He came from a different type of situation.
And remember, his nemesis was the exact opposite. I mean, let me get to my mic. Big dog Glenn Robinson was his nemesis, who showed up at press conferences with necklaces.
I mean, we've gone totally off topic. While we're talking about this,
but I love it.
While we're talking about this, the Detroit Pistons did officially reach out to the WNBA about bringing back the Detroit Shock. Did you hear that?
I just heard it.
Yeah, they did officially reach out. I don't know what'll come of it, but just the fact that the Pistons are interested was good news. You know, not that it would have to be, not that they're looking for another owner to come in. That the Pistons are willing to get behind the WNBA team again. Was some really dope news.
We had a big fan base. Cess. I had season tickets to the Shock. They supported the Shock. That arena wasn't empty. That arena was the lower bowl as most WNBA games in that time. It was full. I was there for the championship. I'm here. That would be great. We have a huge support, a huge following, a great program for women's basketball in the city of Detroit. We're gonna be good. Please come here. Can I talk about my Storm for a second?
Yeah.
All right, real quick.
This is the team that I called clunky. Remember, this is the team I said was clunky, y'all.
You did. But the question I posed was, did they figure it out?
No.
I'm going to say yes. And let me tell you why. They've won 3 games in a row. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, here's something that I looked at that was interesting. I'm looking at the starting fives and the productivity. Mm-hmm. One of the questions we had was, can Jewel Lloyd, can Nneka Ogwumike, and can Skylar Diggins-Smith coexist on the floor? Okay, listen to these numbers, Cess. Mm-hmm. In 5 games, with the starting 5 being Ogwumike, Diggins-Smith, Lloyd, Vivians, and Mag Beggar, they're averaging almost 13 minutes a game together, 27 points, 26.8, shooting almost 47%. Okay. Here's what I think they figured out. Listen to this lineup. Skylar Diggins, Jewel Lloyd, Russell, Vivians, and Mag Beggar. 6.5 minutes, they're averaging 11.2 points. Mm-hmm. That's now notice the name that's not in that lineup is
Ogwumike.
Okay.
The one that I said didn't fit. The one that I said looked like Jewel Lloyd, played better when Nneka, and that's not a knock on Nneka. Seattle just not for her.
But
It's not for her.
But it gets better.
Jewel and Skylar are kind of working.
But it gets better. Listen to this. It gets better. Ogumake, Diggin Smith, Lloyd, McBecker, and Horston together. 4.8 minutes, almost 9 points. So here's what I think they figured out. You were absolutely right about Ogumake. I think the thing that Ogumake brings to the team is she's one of the highest field goal percentage. I think she's at the top field goal percentage in the WNBA, at least top 3. Very accurate in what she's doing. But what they figured out is Ogumake likes to go free throw and below. She can score down low, okay? So when they put the other players around, they figured out, look, let's put some other personnel around our stars and limited spells on the floor, and it's producing more points on the scoreboard. I just thought that was an interesting stat. So yes, you were right about I'm not going to go as far as saying she doesn't fit. I just think that right now Skylar Diggins hasn't really shown her ability, which I thought she had, to play off the ball. I thought she had more of a catch and shoot ability. She has not shown that consistently yet. I mean, wide open she's doing it, but not like they running this traditional 3-player weave, which I can't stand that, but I understand why they're doing it, to create space. But I just thought that was interesting with those lineups and the points that they're able to put out.
But okay, you call that almost Skylar. You also got to call out Skylar only won 1 dimes on this team. Skylar's averaging almost 6 assists a game. She's averaging almost 6 assists a game.
Yeah, I agree.
That only played 5. She only played 5 games total. Did they win all 3 of their games in the 5 that she played? Because she was out. She got hurt, remember? So she was out 2 of the 7 that they played.
I think I need to look at that, Cess. I want to say they lost 2 of those. Because they started, remember, like 1 and 3. They won 3 in a row. They won their last 3. So
as I'm asking, did she play in those last 3? Or did she only play in 2 of those?
Ooh, that's a good question. I had to look at that. That's a great question.
But I'm just saying, I just feel like the on the floor fluid, the way they move, it looks clunky when they all trying to do it together. To me, NECA could be somewhere else helping. Look like they could use her in Atlanta. Look like they could have used her in Washington. NECA probably didn't want to be in none of those places. Quite as it's kept though, they probably really could use Ogumake in Chicago.
I think I go one of our silly moments. I think NECA, Skylar, and Drew Lloyd had the same conversation. Like, remember did you see the New Edition movie?
Mm-hmm.
I think when they got together, they said, yeah, he promised me I was gonna be the star. He said, wait a minute. They told me I was gonna be the star. He said, hold up. Who told you that? They told me I was
everybody's gonna be the star. But you can't come be the star at Drew Lloyd house though. But I will say I looked at Ogumake did play in all the 3 wins in the 3 wins.
Okay, thank you.
She did play in all the 3 wins. Now numbers went down as far as scoring and rebounding in each of those 3 wins though. But like I said, and the minutes went up. So for me, I just like I said, I think she could be someplace else where she's running things herself. I think it looks clunky, and I look at them and I still don't know at the end of the game when the game's on the line and the shot needs to be made. Who takes that shot? Whose team is it?
I think Jewel Lloyd's establishing that. Okay. I think Jewel Lloyd is establishing that now. Now, here's what I noticed about the 3 wins in a row. I mentioned the lineups for a reason. I think the coach figured out, look, this team is older. They're getting tired. So you're seeing more minutes for Horston, Vivians, Whitcomb, Russell, even Mule is starting to get in the mix. You're going to see Mule get more time, okay? Once she start getting her legs up under her, you'll see her starting to get a little more time.
Nick ain't playing enough for me. She ain't seen the floor in a minute.
Yeah, she's only so the lineup with the most that Mule has seen in a lineup is with Whitcomb, Williams, Horston, Mandijido, and Mule. So she's kind of getting slop time minutes.
Yeah,
she's not even. She's not even. Yeah, she's not even touching the floor with the stars like that. She's not even touching the floor with them. But I think that adjustment's gonna be made. I think she got to show. I think there's a method behind putting her in with those other players. Can she show a little something to get? She needs to be in that rotation. That'll be another weapon for them, I think. So.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like I said, that's one of the knocks that I have with them right now. She's not seeing the floor enough. The youngster should be playing a little bit more. I mean, because you said it was just all about the visa, but now here she is still not playing. So, got to figure this thing out.
That's best.
Got to figure this thing out. So, we're gonna keep rocking this thing out. Got the VIP live tonight. Checking in.
VIP, yes, join.
VIP live tonight. So looking forward to that. We got some other stuff we were supposed to talk about. We really just went. It was really just a basketball.
I love it. That's today. What makes us join the conversation. Listen, everybody, we're gonna get out of here, but keep subscribing, keep liking. You got to support the hardest working host in business, which is Cess. Get the merch, get the likes up, get subscribed. I'm still convinced she doesn't sleep. I think Cess has a cryogenic chamber. And when she comes out, there's a hydraulic cooler with Coke in there. with Coke. She wakes up and takes a sip and lays back down and goes back to sleep. But we gonna get out of here, y'all. See y'all later on.
Yeah, it's your favorite RT with Uncle Tennessee, y'all. Until next time, stay tuned. Talk soon. Keep hooping, y'all. I'm out. Peace.